Innovative content. Global audience.
President of the Senate after defeating Senator Abdulaziz Yari. Akpabio, a former senator, minority leader, pulled 63 votes to defeat Yari, a former governor of Zamfara state who scored 46 votes. The lawmakers-elect had earlier commenced voting on the floor of the Nigerian Senate in the build-up to the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly. Now, as well, we are coming from also the House of Rep. We also saw that Abbas defeated Wase Jaji to become the Reps Speaker. Now, this is Inside Nigeria. My name is Princess KESSY. We have a whole lot going on in the country, a whole lot talking about the leadership of the 10th Assembly. And of course, we know from the executive arms as well, where a lot of people also feel that somehow, one way or the other, the President, Tinubu, has one way influenced the decisions of the lawmakers. However, people feel that even with this influence, it will be geared toward a very positive change. They feel that this president, they are saying the president, they saw him before now, and they still see him, and they believe that the president and the lawmakers might just have the same vision and are working on the same page. Now, what's your take? We have a lot of issues bothering on us as a people, from fuel subsidy, and also we saw the law passed by the president earlier as regarding students who can have access to loan, soft loan, of course, interest-free. But let's look at the 10th Assembly today, and that is why I'm here. You're welcome to the program Inside Nigeria. Of course, you know that when we talk about the 10th Assembly, if we don't have good leaders, that means the next 4 years for us as a people, not just for some people, but as Nigerians, all citizens, will be very difficult for us. So it has been the prayer of everybody that the leaders that will put the interests of the people at heart emerge first. And today we'll see the emergence of Akpabio, and of course the emergence of all other senators that came into power today, as well as Abbas as the Speaker of the House of Rep. Now, a lot of people have the opinion also that Tinubu or Progressive Congress somehow backed Akpabio, despite the criticism and the oppositions from some members of the ruling party. Even from APC, we have issues of people saying Akpabio is not the right choice. And don't forget that there has been a lot of cross-carpeting for days now. We've seen on the news that a lot of people moving from Kalu to Akpabio and then Akpabio back, just like that. They have been cross-carpeting, even within the same party. And if you ask me, that is politics. The more you look, the less you see. And a lot of people are just, a lot of people are optimistic that just somehow today, with the emergence of the 10th National Assembly, we'll see a lot of changes. And the fact that the president was involved in the process, he might just be, this might just be the change we need to them. Also, I have a guest this afternoon that will be on the show. I will also have the views and opinions of Nigerians, like our correspondent who went out earlier today to sample the views of Nigerians. As citizens have a lot to say. You're going to see that. But before then, I'm going to bring in my guests. Like I did say, we saw the emergence of the 10th Assembly. Now that we have a full house and the executive is ready, the legislators are ready, what to expect, what are the expectations of Nigerians, and what we should do as a people as well to make sure that, just yesterday was Democracy Day, of course. So maybe this might just be the democracy gift, or whatever it is that we'll be needing to kickstart this administration and, of course, to move the country forward. Now, don't go anywhere. Stay with me. I'll be right back, and I will come back with a guest. We're going to dissect this issue, talking about the 10th Assembly and, of course, the involvement of no other but the President, Tinubu Ahmed. Stay with me, I'll be right back.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industrial icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bijiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more. Dates, 17th to 25th July 2023. 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play.
Come back from that quick break. Like I did promise, I was going to come back with my guest. I have my guest via call, Dr. Emmanuel Ekwemale. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
How are you doing today? I'm fine, thank you, sir. So we have new leadership talking about the 10th Assembly. What do you think? The emergence, we saw about the emerge as the Senate president, and of course Abbas as the Speaker of the House of Reps. Now, do you think these people, the combination of these two, and these people are going to align with that of the president? Hello, we have network issues. Hopefully, we're going to have him back. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Yes, I said the combination of that of Ababi as the Senate president and, of course, Abbas as the Speaker of the House of Reps. Now, what do you think? What do you make of this combination? Do you think they are going to have the same vision and work in line with the president?
Yes. What we saw today, we saw clearly that they have a roadmap. They know what they are doing. The election was held, rank or free. It was peaceful, it was nice.
Hello. Network issues here and the network is not very friendly. Yes, can you hear us? Your network is not very strong, sir.
We showed you that they are united and they're going to do well. But is receiving the petition. That's right.
Wow. We cannot have this call.
For the emergence, that is so nice. The election was very peaceful and nice. Everyone felt when the president called them and said this is how it's supposed to be. And it was done that way. So it's very good. We're happy for the emergence. And they will do well.
Okay, sir. Now, do you think also, because a lot of people have the opinion that somehow the president influenced the choices that were made at the National Assembly today. Now, do you think that this is a positive impact or negative impact? The fact that the president had a major influence on the decisions today.
No. The president didn't have a major influence.
Okay.
Every party is so to their members. So the party decided that this way it will go. It might not even be the president's choice. But because the party decided and they all chose.
Okay. Okay, sir. And also, we saw that a lot of people are of the opinion that with the way the elections went today, rank or free, like you did mention, that just maybe this might just take us to the true democracy we are waiting for. How optimistic are you of these people?
Come again, sorry.
Yes, doctor. I said a lot of people are of the opinion, are optimistic that with the way the elections were held today, rank or free, that maybe this might just be the change that we need. Doctor, can you hear me?
I know they will do well. Everybody, yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, so what? But as a Nigerian, what are your expectations? Okay, I think we lost that call. Network issues here and there. We can see that the doctor also is of the opinion that since the elections were not influenced, though some of the Nigerians who spoke to earlier did mention that they feel like the president had a major influence over the decisions that were made today. Because don't forget also that there has been a major issues going on over zoning and over issues as regarding the 10th leadership, talking about the Senate president and the speakership. Now, there has been a major issue, major crisis at National Assembly prior to now, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. We've been seeing that crisis up and down where people are cross-carpeting, whereas this party are even going to their party secretariats, going to court as well. But the moment the president came in and had meetings with all aggrieved party, we saw that people were at peace and a lot of people also agreed. And so people have the opinion that the president had a major influence, which they believe is a positive influence, because with the way the president is going about handling a lot of these things, having closed-door meetings with these lawmakers, this might just be the changes that we need for a better democracy. Like I did mention earlier today, also, our correspondent, Mary Eze, did go out to sample the opinions of Nigerians on how they feel about the emergence of the 10th Assembly. Of course, don't forget also that the last 9th Assembly did say they were referred to as a rubber stamp. So what are the expectations of Nigerians? Do they think that these lawmakers, the senators, they are going to be like the past one, or how positive are they about the emergence of this new 10th leadership? Talking about especially Senator Akpabio and the Speaker, Abbas. Now, Nigerians have this to say.
So far, I discovered that it's going to move India to the next level, in the sense because the new elected Senate President, President Augusto Akpabio himself, who happens to be the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, did very well as a governor. And the executive president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, did well as a governor of Lagos State, and so far, while he came into office, we're moving towards upgrading the economic standard of our dear country, Nigeria, and the step he has taken so far has been good. So, with the new elected speaker and the new Senate president, I guess Nigeria will move towards a good place, and not just a good place, but our economies will make one among the best before the tenure runs out.
Well, I pray that Senator Akpabio would, by the grace of God, handle the position with due diligence and will not do what he's not supposed to do at the wrong time. And for the president and the federal government, I want to believe they will give the new assembly the enabling environment to work judiciously, and we may be able to criticize them when they are wrong and not the other way around.
From the 10th assembly, we have Godswill Akpabio coming or emerging as a senator for the senatorial district, and I believe he has a better vision, cross-carpeting from PDP to APC, seeing the political view from all points of view. I believe he has a better thing to offer, and I have noticed and seen him. I believe he's a philanthropist, a man of the people from the south, and the president has done well diversifying governance, him being the president from the west, having his deputy as an Hausa man, and now the senatorial seat is coming from the south. It's a better thing.
I think so, because before Ashwaju can pick out Akpabio, I think there's something we feel about him, and which is going to bring the renewed hope in Nigeria. So I believe.
This question is very good. I love the question. You know, the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a new leadership, and I believe that in this administration, we need someone that we can work together for the betterment of this country. And I believe the current set of people in the house and the new leadership, I believe they will perform excellently for the betterment of Nigeria.
Of course, we've heard from Nigerians, and also these Nigerians have the opinion that at the 10th Assembly has emerged, and they're in full gear to go, and the president also has resumed fully. Of course, they lay down their expectations. What do you expect in a country where a lot of things are not working well? We have economy issues, we have a power issue, we have road issues. Now, these Nigerians are laid down some of their expectations. Now, watch this with me.
In my own humble opinion, I want to expect that they do the needful by looking at those critical policies and things that affect the common man in our day-to-day activities of life. Well, they have come into power today, hoping that from today and till they leave their power, they will be able to impact meaningfully to the ordinary masses, ordinary citizens of the country. So at least when they leave, we would know that this person came in and had a very huge impact on us.
Nigerians are not asking for much. Nigerians want 4 to 5 basic amenities. We need good road, water supply, good electricity. We need food for our community and a job employment to crown it all jobs. Nigerians are jobless. Read my lips, Nigerians are jobless. The expectations are going to be very high based on the step towards so far from the executive arms of government and the legislative towards the removal of subsidy in our dear country here, where few people were being enriched. But so far, the removal of the fuel subsidy, according to what the president said yesterday, it was eradicating poverty in the country and at the same time fighting security, make sure that have standard roads within the country. I guess Nigeria is moving towards the best place, and the candidate image in the National Assembly, I think there will be no crashes between the 2 or 3 arms of government, as the case may be, because all of them are working in uniform, working towards the same ideology, according to the speech the Senate President.
I just wanted to do a lot in this administration because I can't mention, because you know a lot of youth, they are jobless, no work, so I want them to provide work for them.
I just want to employ them to do better so that we, the citizens of this country, will benefit. Something that will be of the benefit to the citizens of this country. So I believe they perform well.
Back, you did see that Nigerians, of course, are optimistic and they've been laying down their expectations. It's only expected that a country where things are not working well, like I did mention, that people, of course, will have high expectations. Also, we know that a lot of people have the opinion that Tinubu and these lawmakers that emerge have a master plan. Of course, we cannot wait to see the master plan. Even though now a lot of people feel like the influence, the choices of the 10th leadership today, the emergence were greatly influenced by the president. This resident also believed that the youth, especially residents, should also learn how to applaud the president, not just sitting all the time criticize the president. They believe that as individuals, we have a lot to do. All hands must be on deck to move the country to the promised land we all are craving for. Watch this.
Yes, looking at towards that, Nigeria has started politics in Nigeria. It's always a game of like godfatherism, and it started long this while. Tinubu, the elected president, started his game far back then. And he know the people that he was going to work with. Based on what I saw in the news yesterday, the meeting he had with the former Senate president yesterday and the new Senate president-elect with one of the Eastern governors yesterday, it shows that definitely the executive arms of government has an influence towards the election yesterday and today being held this morning. So I cannot deny that fact. The executive itself has a say in the election that just concluded today.
Maybe the citizens need to be more informed about their roles in the whole nation building process. You understand? So for we as citizens, I think we should do the needful. We should love our neighbors and put ourselves put the nation first before our own personal self. Because most times we act selfish and greedy, which affects the nation building project as a whole. So we can help our leaders in that regard. If we can help ourselves, I think it's going to help the leaders.
As citizens of the country, I know things are very hard, especially the removal of fuel subsidy. If you look around me, you will see people walking long distance, covering long distance, and then it's not really easy for citizens. But I expect that as citizens too will give our own quarter by supporting the new administration, because there's nothing you can do. rather than to work with them to see how we can harness the positivity of this country and see where we can go from here.
The problem with we Nigerians, especially with Nigerian youths like us, it's high time we have to move towards that era of moving from social media campaign and be a physical talking. Not just about sitting down in your room and agitate for the government. It's the right time for you to step outside there and work something out. Not just being in your house, doing nothing, campaigning about things that cannot work out. The only way we can change the policy of this country is everybody step out the way. I am out on street here, you met me and you interview me. Again, Nigeria will be a better place to be. So because right now you cannot change that far, because those who have called, you have elected some people, you send them to the National Assembly and they are doing their job. You cannot deny them. They go outside there, they were voting, they were the ones saying the open votes are in the lower house. You see how all of them were saying Abba, Abba, it kept saying like that, and then it's just a normal thing. But if we Nigerian youth can step outside there, stop the social media of embarrassing the government, talking bad about the government, but come to be in the system, I guess Nigeria will be a better place to be, and we will also be part of the decision-making policy of this country.
Nigeria, and today we pinpoint the National Assembly. That is where we're putting our focus today. If you ask me, it's worth it, because the leaders are what when they say the head is good, the body will be good. And we're focusing today on National Assembly because we have a new leadership in the person of Akpabio, Goswin, and of course Abbas. We know that Nigerians have said it all. We, the youth as well, we Nigerians, it's easy for us to sit down to keep criticizing the government, saying they are not doing right, they are not getting anything right. But we as a people, I think it's high time this administration will encourage these people. We work with them just to see what they'll be able to offer the country. And of course, sometimes when you get the support of your people, it helps you to do more. But when you people keep criticizing the government, criticizing the leaders, I don't think that's the best way to go. Now, these youths, you've heard from them, they have the opinion that the youth should also do well to think positive towards our government. Now, the president of the Nigerian Senate, which we focus on today, is the presiding officer of the Nigerian Senate, elected by its membership. Like Dr. Emmanuel did said earlier, the election was held there at the open floor, and you could see that it was rancor-free, it was fair, and there was no issues at all. The Senate president is the second in line of the succession to the Nigerian presidency after the vice president of Nigeria. Now, the Senate president is the number 3 man, like as we speak right now, after Tinubu, and of course after Chetima. The next person in line will be Goswin Akpabio. Of course, the Senate president is the number 3 man. That is why we hold them, and that is why every eye has been on that election, has been on that National Assembly for weeks now to see who emerge. Of course, the important thing is that we have a good leader. Now, after the vice president of Nigeria, the incumbent president of the Senate is Goswin Akpabio, and he emerged today. So his tenure has started today, 13 June 2023. The Senate president is choosing as an indirect election, conducted within the Senate amongst the 109 members. The line of the succession to the Nigerian presidency goes to the vice president, and then the Senate president should both the president and the vice be unable to discharge the power and duties of the office. You see now that it's quite an interesting one. You see that why a lot of people are so focused, because they know apart from the president and its vice, the next person will have a line of power. Talking about Nigerians, is the Senate president, and that is why all eyes have been on that National Assembly. Now, we do hope is our prayers and the prayers of Nigerians that new lawmakers, the emergence of the 10th Assembly, and of course the executive, the judiciary as well, will work pari pursuit, will work line in line as to meet the expectations of Nigeria, and of course not to dash their hope like we have always seen. They have a lot of hope, a lot of expectations on these new lawmakers. We hope that they will work side by side to take the country to the promised land we all are craving for. Of course, we say congratulations to Akpabio and Abbas and of course all the lawmakers. It's time to kickstart, no time for honeymoon. We did see the president that he came in and immediately he dived into action. So at this point, we don't need any slow movement. We don't need any honeymoon. At this point, we urge the senators, we urge all lawmakers, the 10th Assembly to kickstart immediately. You know why you were elected. You know why people are looking up to you. Nigerians have very high expectations, and we do hope that you will meet the expectations of Nigerians, not just sitting there like we've seen. The last thing they did say they were called with a stamp. Some of them do go there to sleep and just relax. Some of them never passed a bill all their years there. We don't want to see things like this. We hope, even though we know that some of the old ones have been incorporated into this new 10th Assembly, we do hope that Nigerians will be happy at the end of the day. And we wait and see how that goes. Of course, we have 4 years counting already. And we know that with people, of course, are optimistic as well that the president, the fact that Tinubu was involved, that also will be a positive impact on the 10th Assembly. This is all we can take today from our end here on Inside Nigeria. We have a lot of interesting issues going on in Nigeria, but today we have decided to focus, like I did said, on the National Assembly because these are our leaders. Let's wait and see the bills they will pass, the laws they will put in place, because a country that has no rule of law cannot succeed. And of course, we do hope that people will continue, we will not begin to uphold the law with the emergence of the 10th Assembly, because we saw that the president, a lot of people said today from the viewers or from the guests, also from citizens, they believe that the president is here to work and is no nonsense man. So for this might just be the energy that the 10th Assembly will need to drive all their policy and of course to put things in place, measures in place to make sure that at the end of 4 years, Nigerians will have cause to smile and not to regret. Thank you so much for being part of the show this evening. It's been a fun ride with you. And of course, don't forget to hit on the notification bell, like, share, and invite somebody also to the page as well. Don't forget our Nigerian week that is fast approaching. It's just around the corner. Go to everbright.com to get your tickets. We have a lot of celebrities already partnering with us. A lot of ministries, agencies, superstars, musicians, and filmmakers. Don't be left out. Be part of that event. Until I see you again next week, I remain yours truly, Princess KESSY, and remember that peace is priceless, so let's give peace a chance, and especially let's allow the lawmakers, the presidency, the executive, the legislators, the judiciary arm to work. Let's see what they have to offer. All we have to do is join them in prayers, put all hands on deck to make sure that we have a better country to live in. See you next time.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce,